Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we'll explore the life and impact of Jesus of Nazareth, a first-century Jewish preacher whose teachings and actions have shaped the course of history. Known as Jesus Christ, he is revered by Christians worldwide as the incarnation of God the Son and the long-awaited Messiah foretold in the Old Testament. Join us as we delve into the story of one of history's most influential figures. Jesus, c. 6–4 BC, AD 30 or 33, also known as Jesus Christ or Jesus of Nazareth, was a first-century Jewish preacher and religious leader. He is the central figure of Christianity, the world's largest religion. Most Christians believe that Jesus is the incarnation of God the Son and the prophesied Jewish Messiah foretold in the Old Testament. Virtually all modern scholars of antiquity agree that Jesus existed historically. The primary accounts of his life are found in the Gospels, particularly the four canonical Gospels in the New Testament. Academic research offers varying views on the historical reliability of these texts and how closely they reflect the historical Jesus. Jesus was circumcised at 8 days old, baptized by John the Baptist as a young adult, and, after 40 days and nights of fasting in the wilderness, began his own ministry. Known as an itinerant teacher and often called Rabbi, Jesus debated with fellow Jews on how to best follow God, performed healings, taught in parables, and gathered followers, including 12 chosen disciples. He was arrested in Jerusalem, tried by the Jewish authorities, handed over to the Roman government, and crucified under the order of Pontius Pilate, the Roman prefect of Judea. After his death, his followers believed he rose from the dead, and following his ascension, they formed a community that became the early Christian Church, which eventually expanded into a worldwide movement. It is believed that his teachings and life were initially preserved through oral tradition, which later became the written Gospels. Christian theology holds that Jesus was conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of a virgin named Mary, performed miracles, founded the Christian Church, and died by crucifixion as a sacrifice for the atonement of sins. Christians believe he rose from the dead, ascended into heaven, and will return. The Nicene Creed states that Jesus will judge the living and the dead, an event connected to the second coming in Christian eschatology. Most Christians worship Jesus as the incarnation of God the Son, the second person of the Trinity. The birth of Jesus is celebrated annually on December 25 as Christmas, his crucifixion on Good Friday, and his resurrection on Easter Sunday. The current calendar era, AD 2024, or 2024 CE, is based on the approximate birth date of Jesus. Jesus is also revered in Islam, the Bahá'í faith, and the Druze faith. In Islam, Jesus, known as Isa with Makron, is considered the penultimate prophet of God and the Messiah, who will return before the Day of Judgment. Muslims believe Jesus was born of the Virgin Mary but was neither God nor the Son of God, and most believe he was not crucified but was raised to heaven by God. In contrast, Judaism rejects the belief that Jesus was the awaited Messiah, arguing that he did not fulfill messianic prophecies, was not lawfully anointed, and was neither divine nor resurrected. Before the Enlightenment, the Gospels were generally seen as accurate historical accounts of Jesus' life. However, since then, some scholars have questioned their reliability, distinguishing between the Jesus described in the Gospels and the historical Jesus. From the 18th century onward, there have been three significant quests for the historical Jesus, each with unique methods and criteria. While there is widespread scholarly agreement on the existence of Jesus and a basic consensus on the general outline of his life, scholars' portraits of Jesus often differ from each other and from the Gospel accounts. Approaches to reconstructing Jesus' life have ranged from 19th-century maximalist views, which accepted the Gospel accounts as reliable wherever possible, to early 20th-century minimalist views, which accepted very little as historical. By the 1950s, the second quest for the historical Jesus gained momentum, and minimalist approaches largely faded away, with modern minimalists being a small minority. Although the belief in the inerrancy of the Gospels isn't supported historically, many scholars since the 1980s have argued that beyond the few facts considered historically certain, other elements of Jesus' life are historically probable. Contemporary research on the historical Jesus focuses on identifying the most probable aspects of his life. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and legacy of Jesus of Nazareth. We hope this exploration has provided you with a deeper understanding of his historical and spiritual significance. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Let us know your thoughts and questions in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.